everybody. I thought I'd start a little bit differently this morning. So what do you think my assembly is about? If you were listening to the music and you've got a big clue there, you might be able to work it out. Let's see if I can hear any of you. You are absolutely right. It's not just about eyes, it's about sight. And I love this photo because someone very, very cleverly has put the world, can you see that, inside the eye? And that's a really important sort of reminder of how important our sight is. So I'm going to start with a peace be with you. Thank you, guys. And then I'm just going to play you a little film which I found with some cute creatures telling you a story from the Bible that also has the theme of sight.
The Holy Tales. Hi, I am Holy, the oldest and the wisest bookworm of this library. I live in the Bible and I know all the stories in it. Tubby, Gumbo and Freckles are 3 little bookworms who come to me to listen to new stories every day. Wonder where they are today. Tubby, Gumbo, Freckles, where are you? Don't you want to listen to today's story?
Of course we want to listen to a story. Tubby was busy eating, so we had to pull him out of a book. My goodness, I ate too much. Now I can't move. Holy, please start with today's story. Just ignore Tubby.
Okay, now sit down. Today I will tell you an amazing story about Jesus and a blind beggar. A long time ago, there lived a blind beggar in the town of Jericho. His name was Bartimaeus. One day, Jesus and his followers were visiting the town. As they were leaving, they were crossing the road on which Bartimaeus was begging. Since there was a lot of noise being made by all the people around Jesus, Bartimaeus asked a man about what was happening. The man told him that Jesus and his followers were passing by. Bartimaeus had heard a lot of good things about Jesus and the miracles he performed, so he shouted out loud,
"Son of David, have pity on this poor blind beggar!"
He went on shouting again and again till Jesus heard him. People tried to keep him quiet, but Jesus told his followers to bring the beggar to him. When Bartimaeus was taken to Jesus, Jesus asked him,
"What do you want me to do?"
The beggar replied,
"Have pity on me, son of David. Let me get my eyesight back."
Hearing this, Jesus said to him,
"Go, your faith has saved you."
Bartimaeus got his eyesight back and was very happy. And so from that very moment, he became a devout follower of Jesus.
But Holy, why did the beggar call Jesus the son of David? I thought his father was Joseph.
The Jewish people expected the Messiah to be from the family of King David, and for this reason, the Messiah was often called the Son of David.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So, for the question, what was the name of the town where Bartimaeus lived?
I know this one. He lived in Jericho.
Very good, Freckles.
Thank you, Holy. I think we should go now and let Holy take the usual nap. Bye, Holy.
Bye, kids.
Rejoice, rejoice, and again I say rejoice.
The Holy Tales.
Great. So what does that story tell us, guys? Now, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because it is a story from the Bible, and Christians believe that the things that happened in the Bible were true, but it's a very difficult story to believe, I think, because we don't hear now about people getting their sight back, or do we? So interestingly, there are lots and lots of things that people can now do. For example, I wear contact lenses in here because I can't see very well, but also some people have laser surgery on their eyes. So in actual fact, miracles happen even now. And it got me thinking about sight, because the chap in the story needed his sight back. And it got me thinking to how much I value. So we talk about our values, don't we, of kindness and honesty and respect. But how much do we value our sight and in fact our senses? So there are lots of different senses that we're going to be talking about in our assemblies. And I think our sight is just such an amazing sense. So Misty Yates was talking to you about the wonders of the world very recently, and if you didn't have your sight, then you wouldn't be able to, when you're older, or perhaps some of you have visited these places already, I don't know, but you wouldn't be able, you could visit them of course, but you wouldn't be able to see the wonders of the world. And it got me thinking about other wonders, so things that I think are wonderful. And I thought about this person. Yes, my nanny. Now, I love my nanny, as you know, I'm always talking about my nanny, but my nanny had her hair cut for the first time in a very long time, because she's been shielding, because she's much older. She's had her 2 jabs now, though, which is exciting. But if I didn't have my sight, which is something that I value so much, I wouldn't have been able to see my nanny's beautiful new haircut. So I thought I would share that with you. And then I was thinking about something else. Ah, there he is, little George. Now, George loves my diary, just like I do. So I like writing things in my diary. And whenever I'm writing things in my diary, George likes to snuggle up. He likes to tap the pen sometimes, and he likes to help me with writing things in my diary. If I didn't have my sight, not only would I not be able to see George, I'd be able to feel him with one of my other senses, but I wouldn't be able to see him. I wouldn't be able to see properly to write in my diary. My goodness. So sight really made me appreciate. I had a bit of a think about it. And remember I was telling you about trees, how much I love trees. So this is one of my favourite things to do, is lie down and look up at the trees. And if I didn't have my sight, like the gentleman in the Bible story, I wouldn't be able to see. I would be able to hear. I would be able to smell the trees probably. I would be able to touch the trees, but I wouldn't be able to see that glorious, glorious, beautiful picture. I love the sky and the clouds, as you know, and I wouldn't be able to see that. I wouldn't be able to see blossom on the trees, which is also one of my favourite things. And I want you to start thinking now, so I'm going to give you a little bit of reflection time about the things that you love to see and how much you appreciate your sight. This is something I also love to see. I hope you don't mind, Elliot, but it's one of my favourite pictures that I've seen this year, so I had to share it. Now imagine, even though you could feel the little chick, if you couldn't see how cute he looks. Now I happen to know that Elliot is hoping to get, is it a duck or a chick, Elliot? One of those, and really particularly enjoyed that. But I enjoyed looking at that. And I love lambs. There's William with the lambs there. I did have a little cuddle with the lambs, but I love looking at them. I love looking at them in the fields. And then I just thought about you guys and how much I love looking at all of you. So I thought I would share some of our new photos that have come through from our photographer to show you these lovely faces. Ah, there's Phoebe. So lovely, lovely photos. And if I didn't have my sight, I wouldn't be able to see you coming down the drive every day and enjoying all the things that you like to enjoy. So like your music lessons, I wouldn't be able to see Miss Orford working with the children in her class and Mrs. Holmes making people laugh, which is one of the most lovely sights I get to see. This is another one of my favourite photos. Oh, I love this photo. What brilliant photo, boys. Lovely. Some more people coming down the drive there. And it's just, oh, it's so lovely to have our eyes so that we can see these things. There's some people enjoying our new slide. And I did try and slide down the slide, as you know, and got stuck. So I need my sight to be able to enjoy watching all of you guys on it. And this is the last photo I've got, but what a lovely photo, seeing two people enjoying each other's company and enjoying playing together. So I just want you to have a little think now about sight, and I'm going to put up this prayer. I'm going to read it to you in a moment, but I'm just going to pop it up first. And if you can read it, you can read it in your head. But I also want you to have a listen to the words in this song again and have a little bit of time. And I want you to perhaps even close your eyes and think about the things that you really appreciate seeing. So the things that you love seeing because you have your sight. That song. Mr. Smallwood, can we sing that please sometime soon? I really like that one. So I'm going to read you this prayer now. Dear Lord, Thank you for the wonders of the world. We love to see the animals and the birds that surround us. We delight in looking at the beautiful plants in the parks and in our gardens. We cherish being able to see our families and friends. Thank you for our sense of sight and all the beautiful things that we can see. Amen. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for listening and for thinking about sight and how much we value that and how lucky we are. Now, today is a very special day as well before I finish, because it's the day that we are meeting some very important people, the judges of the Teacher of the National Teaching Awards, the Teacher of the Year for Digital Innovation. So Mr. Yates is being judged this afternoon by a panel of judges. So I would like you on 3 to just say good luck, Mr. Yates. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Good luck, Mr. Yates. Have a lovely day, guys.